Hello, everyone. It's Dayana, Day Eve Night, reality creation enthusiast, fashion designer, energy healing practitioner. Okay, gotta remember my little tagline. I was approached by a good friend of mine to potentially think up some mutual aid things, from my circumstances at the moment. Okay, like I said, the debt is up, the savings is down, the bills are due, the income is yes. So I was thinking, okay, I'm not all the way comfortable yet with just like not having some kind of offering that I also offer the people. I have this odd thing about reciprocity, um, which is actually not completely true. I feel like I want to give something when people give to me, but sometimes the gift isn't something physical in return or monetary in return. Sometimes the gift is my presence. Sometimes the gift is the thank you. So I'm learning, I'm integrating that. Okay, but I'm still working. And I feel like, we came up with this concept of maybe I throw in a couple quilts, right? I made a beautiful quilt for my godson. I'm trying to figure this hair out, y'all. Just you see how my finger just stopped. It's humid. Let me sit down. I made these two quilts for my godson. And the first quilt that I made, we did at the baby shower. I had the quilt top, what I thought was going to be the quilt top, but it actually ended up being two different quilts. But I put up the quilt top and I let the people at the baby shower know that I was making this quilt and we're going to incorporate messages, drawings, just like intentions for baby on the quilt. And so when baby comes home from the hospital or whatever they are when they had the baby, that he will be wrapped up in the love of his community members, of his family and friends. And we welcomed him with beautiful intentions over his life, right? So I made that quilt. It was a big hit. They loved it. Everybody loved the concept. I sewed everything together. Some people, went off the edges, so some of their messages got cut off. I try my best. So I was like, okay, let me pull on this. Let me put my little, it's not really a hustle hat. It's just like, I don't want to call it hustle. I really want to call it like inspired action hat on. Like, I need to do the digital dash. I need to like Flojo this coin in so I can stay in good standing. Okay. It's fuck my credit, but also like it's not fuck my credit at the same time. Like my relationship credit is different, but I also don't really want my credit to get fucked up. I decided, okay, I'm just gonna try to sell, pre-order some of these quilts, right? So I go through all my sewing stuff because I finally got my stuff out of storage. I found some fat quarters that I have no idea where they came from. Somebody must have gave them to me. If you recognize these fat quarters that gave them to me, thank you so much. And I had some muslin, and I was like, okay, we about to put this quilt together. I had enough fabric for the backing. I went and got some binding, went and got some batting that cost me $30. And I was like, we about to make this first quilt. We're gonna put it for sale on a sliding scale of 600, 1200, and then we're gonna do pre-order of, I don't know, however much I need to get where I need to go. But I think what I want to do is a series. Like first, okay, I'm gonna do 8 quilts. You could pre-order up to the 8 quilts, sliding scale is 600 to 1200, right? Once those 8 quilts get booked up, I want to move into something different because I want to tap into a different market of people. And this is all about to be just a whole campaign of Operation Get Dayana out of debt and into savings. Okay, let's get Dayana out of this timeline. Okay, Operation Community Effort out of the timeline. Okay, we love the timeline. We're grateful for the timeline. It fortified us. Okay, it strengthened us, it nourished us, it made me who I am. And I'm ready for this new timeline to teach me something different. And it doesn't feel like hustling. I got a lot of shit going on. I got a lot of stuff popping off at once. And Spirit was like, you need to rest now because you're going to be really busy soon. And a lot of opportunities are coming in like all at once, but they're not going to be here. Like it's not going to fall in. The money not going to fall in at the time that it kind of needs to, right? So I just want to create some flow and just, not prove to myself, but I think that, but just create an experience for myself where mutual aid can be fun, even though this is not really necessarily mutual aid. People can just give. If you just want to sow a seed with no strings attached, by all means, please do that. But I think it's a way for me to be in practice. I miss sewing. I miss designing. So that's my long-winded way of saying I'm gonna bring y'all along the process for this first quilt. I'm a little deep in here, but I'm just gonna let y'all know what I did um up until this point, and then kind of bring y'all along for the journey. Okay, so boom, quick catch up. I had to cut out all these squares. These were all fat quarters. So there was one, I think there was like, what, 5 fat quarters? How many colors is this? I think it's 5. So there were fat quarters of this. I got about 12. I got 12 blocks out of each fat quarter. The blocks right now are 5.5 inches by 6 inches. And then I cut out the muslin. This is what people are going to be able to write their messages on with fabric markers, non-toxic fabric markers. So I cut them out, and then I also arranged them. So I made sure I like the design. I just put them all out on the table to make sure, like to design the top quilt, to make sure I liked it all. And once I liked it, I was like, all right, I'm sewing these up in the strips. Okay, so now I'm just sewing these strips together. These are the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strips. I have 6 more to go. I decided that I'm going to do the quilt as you go method to kind of save me some time. So usually when you sew a quilt, the way you would do it is you would quilt your whole quilt top together, place that on top of your your batting and your backing, okay? And then you would top stitch, quilt together the whole thing with whatever your designs is, with the whole quilt sandwiched together. And sometimes it's a little hard to maneuver all that quilt. So what Quilt As You Go does is that basically you can like cut the backing. Also, the method I'm using, I don't know what the name of the method is, but I'm basically going to cut the backing and the batting into strips that are the same size as these strips that I just showed y'all. So it'll be the same size as these strips. And then there's a method of sandwiching them together so that you won't have a seam on the back of the quilt. It's the way you put the batting. A lot of this shit probably not going, I don't know. If there's some quilters out there, this shit might not make no sense to nobody but a few of us, and that's okay. But I just wanted to show y'all what we got going on over here. So this is a fucking game changer. If you quilt and you ain't quilting as you go, you need to quilt as you go. Isn't it so cute? So how you do the quilt as you go, right, is that you put the strip of backing. So I have strips of everything. I have a strip of these, and they're all in order. I have a strip of the backing, and I have a strip of the batting. That's the like fuzzies, Oh, actually, that's a bad piece, but I'm gonna make that work. But yeah, that stuff. This is the backing. And then this is the batting, and this is the quilt top right sides together. So when they pull out, I pull out like that. And then you put the backing on the back, because when you pull a backing back, it's going to cover up the seams. So everything is already encapsulated in here. When okay, it is blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind. And then here, I'll give us a little preview, because I do shit like this as I sew. I have to see how it's going to like look ultimately. Okay, do y'all see this? Okay, do y'all see that binding? This is about to eat. This is about to eat. Oh, I'm about to be making a few quilts. I'm actually really enjoying myself right now. Look at these. And then look at how nice this backing gonna look with the blue on it too. Like, look at that. With that nice blue on there like that. That's gonna eat. Don't you think? All right, well, when I come back next time, this bitch just gonna be done, and you can buy it. 600 to 1200 sliding scale, okay? Blessings.